Hello, my name is Chin. I am an ordinary worker from Bac Ninh, Vietnam, a small and quiet person in this vast world. I live a humble life, working hard each day and moving forward one step at a time, just like many others. Today, let's spend a day together and experience the everyday life of an ordinary worker in VSIP Bac Ninh, Vietnam. There's nothing extraordinary about my routine, just early mornings, long hours of work, and the simple rhythm of daily life. But this is the reality for many workers like me, and I'd love to share it with you. Alright, let's get started. This is the boarding house where I live. There are many places just like this all around the area, home to thousands of workers who have come from different parts of the country to earn a living. The rooms are small and simple, but for us, they are more than just a place to sleep. After a long day at work, this is where we come back to rest, cook our meals, call our families, and prepare for another day ahead. Life here may seem ordinary, but behind every door is a different story, a different dream, and someone working hard to build a better future. I go to work by motorbike. Around here, everyone has their own way of getting to work. Some people ride electric scooters, while others have to walk to the factory every day. Normally, I have breakfast at home before heading to work, but today, I woke up a little late, so I decided to grab a banh mi and a cup of coffee on the way. The banh mi cost 10 Vietnamese dongs, about $0.38 United States cents, and the coffee was 15 Vietnamese dongs, about $0.57 United States cents. In total, my breakfast cost just 25 Vietnamese dongs, which is roughly $0.95 United States cents. It's a simple and affordable breakfast, but it's enough to keep me going through the morning. For many workers like me, meals don't have to be expensive. Sometimes a warm banh mi and a cup of coffee are all we need to start the day right. I've arrived at the company area. There are several small factories and companies located within this complex, and they all share the same security gate at the entrance. Before entering, everyone has to stop at the gate and collect a parking ticket from the security guard. It's a simple routine, but it's part of the daily process that helps keep the area organized and secure. Every morning, a steady stream of workers passes through this gate, some arriving on motorbikes, others on electric scooters, and a few on foot. Once inside, everyone heads to their workplace and prepares for another day on the job. For me, this is where the workday truly begins. This is the company where I work, a small workshop that assembles electric vehicles for tourist destinations and resorts. It may not be a large factory, but it's where we spend our days building and assembling vehicles that will eventually be used by visitors in different places. The first thing I do when I arrive is clock in for my shift. Once my attendance is recorded, I head straight to my workstation and get ready for the day. There's no special moment or ceremony to start the day, just another ordinary morning. Walking to my position, checking the work ahead, and preparing to begin. Like every other worker here, I focus on the tasks waiting for me and get on with the job. Not everyone has arrived yet. It's still early in the morning, and the workshop is relatively quiet. Around me are the parts, tools, and electric vehicles waiting to be assembled, all ready for another day of work. Before the shift officially begins, I'll head over to my work area and enjoy my breakfast. This is usually one of the calmest moments of the day. The machines haven't started running yet, and most of my coworkers are still arriving. It's a chance to sit down for a few minutes, enjoy my banh mi and coffee, and mentally prepare for the work ahead. In a little while, the workshop will be filled with the sounds of tools, conversations, and people busy with their tasks. But for now, it's just a quiet morning and a simple breakfast before another ordinary day at work.
Dạ. Sáng nay là buồn quá.
It's lunchtime now, and the morning shift has come to an end. Unfortunately, the workload was quite heavy, so I wasn't able to film while I was working. Right now, everyone is waiting to clock out for the morning shift. After that, people will head off for lunch in different ways. Some will eat at the company cafeteria, while others prefer to go home and enjoy a home-cooked meal. The company provides a meal allowance of 35 Vietnamese dongs per person for each lunch, about $1.35 United States cents. Employees who choose not to eat at the cafeteria don't lose the benefit. The amount is added to their salary instead. As for me, I'm heading home for lunch. After a busy morning at work, there's nothing quite like going back home, having a meal, and taking a short break before returning for the afternoon shift. This is a small part of everyday life as a worker in Viet Nam, working hard, making the most of the lunch break, and getting ready to do it all again in the afternoon. I've made it back to my room. The first thing I do is boil a kettle of water to make some tea. While waiting for the water to boil, I reheat the stir-fried baby clams that I prepared earlier this morning. I'm planning to eat them with a bowl of plain rice porridge for lunch. The water is ready now, so I'll make myself a cup of tea first. After a busy morning at work, a hot cup of tea is a simple pleasure that helps me relax and unwind. Here are the stir-fried clams, warmed up and ready to eat. Now I'll get my porridge and add a little chili sauce, mixing it well to give it some extra flavor. I also have some pickled bamboo shoots that my mother prepared back home and sent to me. Whenever I eat them, they remind me of home and of the meals I used to share with my family. Nothing on this table is expensive or fancy, just plain porridge. Stir-fried clams, a bit of chili sauce, homemade pickled bamboo shoots, and a cup of tea. But for me, after a long morning of work, this simple meal is more than enough. As an ordinary worker living away from home, it's often these small, familiar tastes that bring the greatest comfort. After finishing lunch, I pour the rest of the tea into a thermal flask to take back to the workshop with me. Later, I'll buy some ice and add it to the tea so I can have a cold drink during the afternoon shift. Now it's time to head back to work. When I arrive at the workshop, I see some of my coworkers taking a nap on the floor. For many workers, the lunch break is the only chance to get a little extra rest before the afternoon shift begins. Normally, when I bring my lunch from home, I stay at the workshop too. After eating, I usually find a spot and take a short nap just like everyone else. Even 20 or 30 minutes of sleep can make a big difference after a busy morning. But today was a little different. I woke up late this morning, so I didn't have time to prepare lunch before leaving for work. That's why I went home during the break instead. Now the workshop is quiet again. Some people are still sleeping. Others are slowly waking up and getting ready. In a little while, the machines will start up. the tools will be back in our hands, and another half day of work will begin. I'm back in my room now. Another workday has come to an end. This evening, I'll prepare tomorrow's breakfast and lunch in advance. Getting everything ready the night before saves time in the morning, especially on busy workdays. As for dinner, I'll finish the remaining rice porridge and stir-fried baby clams from lunch. There's still enough left for a simple meal, and I don't like wasting food. Earlier, I bought a watermelon. In a little while, I'll take half of it over to my nephew, my older brother's son. Since I don't have a refrigerator in my room, I cut off a slice and placed it in a bucket filled with ice. Later tonight, it should be nice and cold, making it even more refreshing after a long day at work. The little things matter when you're living away from home. A cold slice of watermelon, a cup of tea, or a home-cooked meal can bring a surprising amount of comfort after a tiring day. Now that everything is ready, it's time to start cooking for tomorrow. This is how many of my evenings go. Not exciting or extraordinary. Just simple routines repeated day after day. But these small routines help keep life moving forward. One meal prepared, one workday finished, and another day waiting ahead tomorrow. Everything is done now, and it's finally time for dinner. Before sitting down to eat, I took a shower, washed my clothes, and brought the watermelon over to my nephew. Unfortunately, my phone ran out of battery, so I couldn't record any of it. Now it's time to enjoy my meal. As usual, I'll eat while watching one of my favorite animated shows. After a long day of work, moments like this help me relax and forget about the fatigue for a while. Once dinner is over, I'll probably play a few matches of League of Legends before calling it a night. It's a simple way to unwind and have a little fun after spending the whole day at work. To finish the evening, I'll enjoy some chilled watermelon and make myself a glass of tea. Nothing fancy. Just a refreshing treat before bed. And that's the end of my day. There were no extraordinary events, no exciting adventures, and no dramatic moments. Just a normal day in the life of an ordinary worker in Viet Nam. From waking up early, going to work, preparing meals, and taking care of everyday chores, life follows a simple routine. It may seem repetitive, but it's an honest life built on hard work, responsibility, and the hope that tomorrow will be a little better than today. Thank you for spending this ordinary day with me. I'll get some rest now, because tomorrow morning, the alarm will ring again, and a new day will begin. Crescent moon sparkles.